Time for more.
And you
We'll
shall
get plenty for
pay.
their kid once we cut them out of it.
Your time to die. I am done with that one.
Let's grab some glory!
Quiet now.
Who are you? You don't look like any guardsman I ever saw, and that's not much of a uniform. Oh, you looking for a chance to bring in some coin? Could be I have that opportunity, especially for someone with a few connections above ground. Human kings, you know, they make these ridiculous laws. Like about who gets to buy and sell lyrium, the sacred gift the stone provides us to show her love. No law should regulate that. The laws are meant to keep mages away from the stuff, so there's always buyers in the Circle Tower. I got one man named Godwin. He's expecting a delivery of a stone's weight. You want an investment opportunity? I could see fit to, say, sell you that lyrium instead, at the reasonable price of 50 sovereigns. You can keep it, or, since you can travel freely from here, sell it to Godwin, who you know is buying. And if you bring back his return order, I could pay you, say, 20 sovereigns as a finder's fee. You haggle like a merchant born. Deal. Here's the lyrium, then. You, probably don't want to take it out of the box. I'll be waiting for the next order somewhere out of sight. Say, just around the corner. Well, if it isn't my new best friend. You make it to the tower. Mage named Godwin. He's one of the lesser enchanters. Runs some kind of experiments in the lower... But if you're dumb enough to buy yourself a box of lyrium and forget to sell it, no dust off my back. Pleasure.
Yes.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to get in your way. No! Don't make me go back there! Don't let them get me again!
Ready.
What are you looking for? We got nothing to buy for the likes of you. Or maybe you wanted to sell. Well, our business is kind of covert, if you know what I mean. It's illegal in Orzammar for me to engage in protected trade, but they look the other way if I share things with my friends. For money. Enough to know she don't fancy strangers asking questions. Her base goes everywhere in Orzammar. You cross her or even talk bad, your bones end up in the lava. Could be if 30 silver came my way, I might know a bit. Fine. Only Jarvia's men knew all the entrances to her base. But I tell you, I've watched them. They go up to what look like bare walls, and poof, gone. Like there's a secret door. There's one just across the way. Watch long enough and you'll see. Now you owe me 30 silver. Pleasure doing business. Now you want to buy something, or are we done? Of course.
All right.
I see the way they all look at me. They think I'm less than dirt.
What do you want, Warden? You're out of your element down here. I'm no fool. Nobody just wanders around in Dust Town. You're here looking for me, and I don't like it. You've walked into a sodding fight, Warden, and I've already passed your stupid tome along. Too bad for you.
Ah! Let's wipe them out quickly. Oh, yeah!
I didn't do it, sir. I swear. Keep asking questions like that and you'll get dragged in soon enough.
Your clothes are so fancy. Did you get them topside? My ma'am used to say they don't got no stone to protect them topside. If I go up there, I'm gonna fall into the sky. Yes. When my dad left, he never came back. Who's to say he didn't fall up, eh? Don't fall into the sky when you go back up there.
Well, look at that. It's not often old Nadezhda sees a fine-dressed stranger here in Dust Town. Help a poor cripple. What are you looking for? Know her. I used to run with her. Jarvia took over the Carta not more than a year ago, and already she's got every duster with both legs bearing swords for her. Won't be easy. She's gotten real careful since Barat died. Real paranoid. She's got Carta members all carrying these fingerbone tokens. She scratches some mark into them, so she'll know they came from her. There's doors to her base all over the city, but only one is ever open at a time. And if you show up without a token, you'd never know it was there. Can't help you there, Selrocka. The Carta members keep them real tight. Now, how about that coin you promised? I'll think of you when I go to bed with a full stomach.
Stop staring. Stop staring at my face.
Spare a coin? 2 bits for the needy? Keep asking questions like that, and you'll get dragged in soon enough.
Spare a bit for the needy? Please. It's not for me, it's for my child. Have you a coin to spare, my lord? It's for my son. He's sick. He hasn't any clean clothes to wear or anything to eat today. Neither have I.
A question I ask every day. He was eager enough for a daughter who would bring him into the mining caste. But since the boy was born, I've not seen nose or heel of the lout. And me alone on the street, forbidden to return to my family unless I... But no! I can't bear to even think of it! My name is Erlinda. I wasn't always like this. I was born to a mining caste family. We weren't wealthy, but I never went hungry before. Now it's all gone, and it's my own fault. Ancestors curse me, but there's nothing I can do to set it right. I fell in love. He seemed so exotic, you know? Tough and smart, and never had to bow his head to anyone. He was casteless, and I think... No, I know he was just trying to father a higher caste child so he could petition for status. But our child was a son, casteless like his father. My parents disowned me and stripped my caste from me. Unless I agree to abandon the child in the deep roads and pretend I never bore him. In Orzammar, lineage is traced through the child's same-sex parent. Had my baby been a girl, she would have been a minor like me. But as a boy, my son is considered tainted forever by his father's seed. Yes, I can become casteless with him, which is what I've done. Others have raised children like this, right? Begging for change, sleeping in doorways? You would do that? But why? Then I cannot offer enough gratitude. But I warn you, my father is a stiff-necked man. His name is Ordell, and he's usually at tapsters in the evening. I do not think he will listen to you. But I will wait anxiously to see if you can do what you promise.
Hey there, stranger. 6 bits for a tumble. 2 silvers if you all want to go at once.
It's everywhere. That's the problem. There's nowhere she can't see you.
Hey there, stranger. 6 bits for a tumble. I weren't talking to you. Hear me?
Well, look what we have here.
Jarvia said you were looking for trouble. Congratulations. You found it.
Ha! Let's wipe them out quickly. Oh!
Don't kill me! Sorry ancestors. What do they teach you on the surface? You fight like a bleeding archdemon. Sweet bloody stone, look at them all. The base is below the city. You can get to it through the wall of the 3rd house on this row. Put this token through the slot, and it'll open. Well, will you let me go now? Really? Oh, thank you. You're a good person. How do they say it? The ancestors have shown their favor. Bless you.
Going.
What's the password? Looks like we have a martyr, boys.
Ha! Let's wipe them out quickly. And that. Oh no, you don't!
Now we get our hands dirty.
Let's have at it!
Is too easy.
All right. Don't look now.
I shall do it.
Ha ha! You need help? All right. And I'm off.
Oh, take that!
I cannot be defeated. Tear them apart! Oh, this should be good.
Oh, you're so much better than that.
Stop your drooling and save some dignity, fool.
Yes.
No mercy.
Right then.
All right. Saving the day. Yes.
All right, that's it.
Oh, look, you want to fight. Yes.
simple to see, really.
Okay, done with you now.
Another point for me.
It's your time to shine.
And I'm off. Don't look now. Yes. All right. Crap. So simple to see, really. To the shadows with me.
Okay, done with you now.
Run while you can.
Yes.
You will learn to fear me.
Let's make this quick.
Yes. And I'm off.
Please, stranger. Let me out. I see you bear no love for Jarvia. Please. help me? Please, stranger. Let me out. I see you bear no love for Jarvia. Please, help me. Thank you. We've been down here. It's been so long. My friend didn't make it. Just stopped eating one day, and all for a stupid bet.
Take that! A bit more dying, please.
Oh, look, I must fight.
Right then. And that.
Lost me and you shall pay!
Don't look now. Crack. So simple to see, really.
Very well. Here I am.
Let's make this quick! Let's grab some glory!
Going.
Not be defeated.
Are you joking? Surely you're joking.
Too easy.
Are you joking? Surely you're joking. And I'm off. Yes. Oh, you'll have to do so much better than that.
So, Harrowmont finally realized we're taking the city, yet he still can't be bothered to send his own men. Well, you picked the wrong side, stranger. It doesn't matter who's king, as long as there's a queen. You'll pay for their deaths 100 times over. Kill them! But leave the mouthy one alive. I have plans for him.
Watch it!
Begin the order.
And I'm off.
Hurry.
How about you then?
To me! I need help! It's your time! To me! I need help!
Play?
I'm going to wear your pretty teeth out! Another battle I see.
Let's have at it!
This should be fun. Very well.
Cross me and you shall pay!
Takes forever!
Saving the day.
Finished. This. Direct me.
As you will.
That's it!
Off I go. Crap. So simple.
Oh!
All right. Going.
Ah! By all the beards of my ancestors! How did you... Where did you come from? You made a hole in my wall! It does? Oh, sod it. If people find out about this, my business will be ruined. They'll think I have something to do with Jarvia. Dead? How? Did you... You did, didn't you? You killed her. And then you climbed out of there into my shop. Oh, just leave me alone. I don't want anything to do with this. And if anyone comes asking, I'm gonna tell them you did it. You again. Here to buy something, or were you just thinking of wrecking another part of my shop? Of course.
Yes. To the shadows with me.
What are you looking at, stranger? I could be. What business is it of yours? I have no daughter. Could be you met a castless whore claiming she was once mine. What? You think she'd die just to keep that thing? She knows what she has to do to come home. I never wanted her gone. Just the little cur. Can't she see she'd have a better life if she got rid of it? I've been trying. It's not as easy as I thought. Look, just tell her... We never meant to hurt her. It just seemed best that... Oh, just tell her to come home. Her mother and I are waiting for her.
So you're the one who killed Jarvia. Do you know what you've done? Jarvia was no paragon, but she looked after her own. Even the nobles wouldn't cross her. If you think we're gonna let you waltz around like you own the place, you're wrong. For Jarvia, attack!
All right.
You're back. I thought you weren't coming. What did he say? Both of us? I don't believe he said that. I've never heard him refer to my son as anything but trash. He calls him it. But maybe Mother convinced him. Or you did. Oh, my friend. I cannot thank you enough. If this were a story, my son would grow to manhood and pledge himself as a knight in your service. When he grows up, I will send him to you. I promise.
I trust Vala, my nug-wrangling friend.
Grey Wardens present in Orzammar. Endorsement of Lord Harrowmont a blow against Lord Balin.
Again, Balin seems to be one step ahead. I thank you for helping me remove Jarvia, but it seems Balin spread rumors that it was I who raised her in the first place. To help with your troops, I will require your assistance one last time. Do you know anything of the Paragon Branca? Yes, a smokeless fuel that made underground forges safer than they've ever been. 2 years ago, she took her entire house into the deep roads on a mad quest to uncover ancient secrets. No one's heard from her since. Were she to return and endorse someone for the throne, the Assembly would be honor-bound to accept her wishes. Her entire house went with her. It would take a lot to kill so many. If not, bringing proof of her death, or a body to return to the stone, would still show that as an ancestor, it was my hand she guided to her remains. It's hard to say what she would do. She wasn't exactly known for her predictability. She never seemed to like being a paragon. She was devoted to her craft, never cared for politics. But one of the most brilliant minds Orzammar has seen. Branca hated Darkspawn with a passion. She would certainly be a valuable voice to support your treaty. My men traced Branca's disappearance to an ancient crossroads known as Caradin's Cross. It is many miles below where we normally venture, but I can provide a map to lead you there. Just enter the deep roads through the mines. Thank you again, and may the ancestors guide your steps.
Rumors of Grey Warden mass recruitment of castless circulating the commons. Is Lord Harrowmont getting rid of the unwanted?
How dare you show your face after what you've done to House Hadouken?
Going.
Well, I hear someone tore through Dust Town like a headsman's axe. And it's already whispered that House Harrimont had ties to the smugglers. I assume that was you? Then you've certainly proven yourself. Are you ready to meet Balin now? I wouldn't keep the prince waiting.
Quiet now.
Well, I hear someone. And it's all... I assume that was you. Then you've certain... Are you ready to meet Balin now? I warn you, be on your best behavior, and keep your weapons sheathed.
So, despite your rather public show of support for my rival, Varteg tells me you understand who is to be king. I'm touched by your family loyalty. So what brought about this change of heart? Your son? What are you... Oh, that's rich. You're talking about that castless girl, aren't you? The one that came around claiming an Idukan son. That was yours. I never figured you for that sort of man. But put me on the throne and I'll give the whore and her brat the Idukan name, and a lovely room in the smallest palace. Unfortunately, while exposing Harriman's connections to Jarvia hurt him, it will take more decisive action to win the throne. What do you know of the paragon Branka? Then he also wants her endorsement for the throne. Which of us will you serve? She had an entire house with her, dedicated to her protection. With the number of ruins still intact, they could last for a long time. And Harriman is looking as well. It's too risky to assume she's dead only to have him take credit for finding her. I was hoping you could use your legendary charm to persuade her that the rightful king should take the throne. However, if the deep roads have addled her wits, it might be best she not return before the kingship is decided. I would never say that. She is a paragon. It is my duty to protect her. On the other hand, we must respect her decisions. Should she prefer to stay in the deep roads rather than help her rightful king take the throne, we must assist her. By any means necessary. I did not know her personally. 2 years ago, I was still considered a child, not one to consort with Orzamar's finest. From what I hear, her intellect was unrivaled, but the social graces were beneath the notice of one so gifted. Then we will both go down in history as a paragon's saviors. So far, my men have traced Branka to Caridin's Cross, an ancient crossroad lost to the Darkspawn 4 centuries ago. Her trail ends there. Perhaps with your warden's expertise, you can find what my men could not. You must enter the deep roads through the mines. To protect the city, that's the only path we leave open. Caridin's Cross lies many miles deep into the tunnels. It was once a main thoroughfare, but before Branka, no one had stepped foot there in generations. You have my thanks. Seek her in Caridin's Cross. I will try to delay the vote until you return.
Shadows with me.
If you would prove yourself, ensure Harriman's men find no trace of Branka in the deep roads.
The Prince appreciates your service.
I'm surprised to see you here, traitor.
All right.
It's a gotcha!
Yes.
Time to taste steel! Let's have this! Alright, that's it!
I think we work well together. And I'm off. Going.
To the shadows with me. Please be quiet. My patient needs a rest. Fools and their politics. The poison was probably imported as a king killer, and she got dosed by mistake. I've never seen anything this potent. It's a very strange toxin. I know there's a counter, but the ingredients are so rare, it just doesn't matter. If you can chase these things down, I'll thank you, but I won't get my hopes up. The stone will take her soon.
Yes.
Grey Wardens endorse paralyzing Orzamar's military. Lord Balin issues clear edict questioning their dedication to victory.
of the hour. Lord Balin's claims that Lord Harrowmont's soft on Darkspawn proven false by alliance with Grey Wardens.
I have heard nothing from House Iduken. Please don't forget us, my lord. Is that likely, my lord? The throne, that's a lot to promise. But it's better than nothing. Thank you, my lord, and good luck.
Balin has corrupted the Warden. End this for Harrowmont.
I'm on. Here I am. Nice try. Going.
This deal was all their making, Warden. Technically, I haven't done anything wrong. We have no business. Unless you want to make a few coins. Not that I'm suggesting anything, but you're holding the prize now. I have a collector in mind. Who actually sells the item doesn't matter. It's your call. As always, I let people make their own decisions. Yes, well, I'll keep my nose clean until you're long gone. How about that? I'm just a businessman. I merely exploit opportunities. I won't get in your way. We have nothing to talk about, Warden. I haven't done a thing. Shadows with me.
Ah, hello again. Would you like me to tell you again how wonderful you are? Or maybe you'd just like to talk a little? Well, mages need lyrium for spells and things. Nothing you'd know about. I suppose you did at that. Well, yes, but you see, The Templars use lyrium too. They cannot manipulate natural energies like mages can, but they need to be able to fight us. The big problem with lyrium is that it has diminishing returns, and the Templars become dependent on it.
You're taking advantage of the Templars, encouraging them. And for money, you despicable, profiteering crook!
If it wasn't me and Rogek, someone else would do it. Goodbye, then.
The shadows with me.
Hello again. Or maybe you'd just like to talk a little. Rogek? He's a personal friend, and sometimes we, correspond. Did he, have anything for me? Yes, I'll take it off your hands right now. What about 50 sovereigns? That's a good price, no? Look, I have 65 sovereigns and this dagger I stumbled upon in the tower. Will that do? Done and done. You have your gold, and I have my lyrium. Everyone's happy. Out of curiosity, do you know why this lyrium took so long to get here? Dwarves and their politics. Always causing trouble. How is the situation now? I see. Well, I just wanted to know if I should expect another late delivery. Well, mages need lyrium for spells and things. Nothing you'd know about. I suppose you did at that. Well, yes, but you see, the Templars use lyrium too. They cannot manipulate natural energies like mages can, but they need to be able to fight us. The big problem with lyrium is that it has diminishing returns, and the Templars become dependent on it.
You're taking advantage of the Templars, encouraging them. And for money, you despicable, profiteering crook!
If it wasn't me and Rogek, someone else would do it. Those that know what I do have good reason not to get me in trouble. You're blackmailing me? Fine, take this. It's all I have on me at the moment. Now just leave me alone, please. This just isn't my day.
All right.
You really can. I'm sure you need supplies of.
Enchantment? Enchantment!
You are wise to invest in the effectiveness of your followers.
Yes.
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 Indeed.
Yes. There is much to do.
You really... I'm sure you need supplies after that.
All right. Going.
Yes.
So simple to see, really. Going. Yes. Going.
I fell. For a moment there, I thought it was all over. Everything. I will explain everything when we are back at camp. Now is not the time. Did you speak often with Kaelin?
You're asking me if I have a relationship with my brother, aren't you?
Yes. I wonder what he thought of you.
I don't think he cared much about my existence. I didn't mean anything to him. Anyway, to answer your original question, no. We never spoke. Well, maybe once. Marek and Kaelin had come to Redcliffe to visit the Arl. I was very young then. We were introduced. I believe I said, "Greetings, Your Highness." He said, "Ooh, swords," and ran off to the armory. So, yes, that was the extent of our relationship. We drifted apart after that. Very sad.
We are working hard to make enough equipment. I am no...
You need...
Yes. You have coin? Fine weapon and arms, dwarven men.
Dwarven craft. You do your father proud, my lord. Certainly.
I think I owe you an explanation for what happened earlier. You should know that something happened to me at the tower before you came along. You spoke to Petra, did you not? She told you I saved her from a demon. I did, but I did not survive that encounter. Let me explain fully. I engaged a very powerful demon to rescue Petra. It sapped me of all my energy and will and left me drained. It took everything I had to defeat it. And when I was done, I no longer had the strength to keep my heart beating. I remember my life ebbing away. Everything receded from me. Sound, light. I remember being enveloped in complete, impenetrable darkness. And then I sensed a presence enfolding me and cradling me, whispering quietly to me. The sensation is impossible to describe. I was being held back, firmly but gently, as a mother would a child eager to slip from her grasp. I felt life and warmth flowing through my veins again. I began to be aware of small sounds and the discomfort of my hip pressing into the cold stone of the tower floor. The Fade contains spirits both benevolent and malicious. The benevolent spirits seldom make themselves known, because they want nothing from mortals, unlike the demons. It was one of these spirits that saved me. Without it, I would be dead. And it has not left me. It is with me, even now, bonded to me. You see, I am supposed to be dead. It is the spirit that is keeping me in this world. And this is not the way of things. Perhaps the spirit did not expect this, but it is weakening gradually. I am living on borrowed time. I do not know. I can feel when the spirit weakens, so I should have fair warning. But come, let us not talk about this. There is time yet.
You and your friends are formidable folk, indeed. It's good to have you along on the road.
More trouble in the land, it seems. As panic begins to rise from the dark spawn's approach, there's more and more word of riots. Gwarin, Denerim, Highever. There's trouble everywhere. There are people already fleeing north for the free marches. They say that Ferelden's all but lost. You think that's true? That's what I've heard on the road, anyhow. Take it for what it is. I'm sure you'll be pleased with the...
Yes.
What say you? By all means. Again? Well now, what might interest you, I wonder? Shall I describe the stages involved with Lanthrax poisoning? I watched a man go through all 7 once. Haha, you have rather macabre tastes, I see. I like that. Let's see, how about the largest battle I ever took part in? That would have been the slaughter of Prince Azrin. Did you hear of that down in these parts? Me? Not personally, but I did take part in the attack. Prince Azrin was 4th in line to the throne, you see. He started off as 11th, but worked his way up the old-fashioned method by inheriting control of an entire Crocel from his grandfather. After assassinating his way through the royal family, the king hired 3 other cells to take down Prince Azrin once and for all. I was in one of those cells. Prince Azrin was too powerful. Who could you send to arrest the man that wasn't either in his pocket or that didn't fear being assassinated first? Antivan royalty is very much bound up in the Crows. You wouldn't want it run by a bunch of commoners after all, would you? And this means they get involved in politics quite often. This particular fight nearly bankrupted the nation, I understand. It almost ended up putting a Crow on the throne, a commoner. But that's a whole different story. I played a very small part. Antiva might seem a bit odd in that way to outsiders. We take it in stride, however. Assassins are simply part of the landscape, so to speak. My part in the entire battle was taken up trying to reach Princess Verina, who had thrown in with her brother. I killed about 11 of her guards personally before I got knocked out of a window. I landed in a river and nearly drowned. I was fished out by some urchins who robbed me blind. Made off with my boots, too. At least they didn't cut my throat. And that was my part in history. I had to find my way back to the safe house, bruised and naked, and thankful to be alive. But there you go. Tale told. Let's be off before I tell more embarrassing stories, huh?
Something on your mind? Of course. Such as they are. Something on your mind? Of course. Others, yes. But not yourself. I need someone who's trained first as a warrior. It's as much about discipline as anything. I guess if I'm going to give up Chantry secrets, I may as well go all the way. Send whoever you want trained to me in camp, and I'll see what I can do.
Something I can help with? Yes? What's on your mind?
Have you heard much about the Grey Wardens of old? Griffins. Alas, that seems to be the only thing people remember from the tales. The mighty flying mounts that bore the Grey Wardens into battle. Ah, yes, the glory days. It was said that watching the Wardens ride in on their white griffins was enough to rouse a weary heart and put the dance back in the step of an old man. The Grey Wardens were powerful, feared and respected, but they also inspired the common people. I remember a tale that was told to me many years ago. Maker's mercy, it's like talking to a child. Yes, there are griffins in this story. The Blight had ravaged the land for months, and the armies of the great kings had amassed for one last stand. As the sun burst through the clouds that boiled and churned in the dark sky above, it illuminated a vast, seething horde of darkspawn, with the archdemon at its head. And it was then, when courage seemed to fail and all lost to death and despair, that the Grey Wardens came. They arrived with the beating of wings like mighty war drums and stood before the armies of men. Yes, Griffins. Now listen to the rest of the story. The Grey Wardens, grim and fearless, marched forth, ever between the men and the encroaching Darkspawn. They formed a shield of their own bodies and held that line until the Archdemon was dead and the last Darkspawn lay trampled in the dirt. And then, demanding neither reward nor recognition for their sacrifice, the Grey Wardens departed. When the clouds finally rolled back and the sun shone full upon the blighted ground, the great kings knew that they had lost no men, and none of their blood had been spilled. You are observant. This is a tale about no battle the Grey Wardens have fought, and yet about them all. They have always defended us from the Darkspawn, taking losses so we do not have to. People may have forgotten over the centuries, but nothing has changed. This knowledge has been blessing and burden to Grey Wardens past, and now it shall be your blessing and your burden.
I have been mistaken. You are a soldier worthy to stand among the Beresad. I did not think so when we first met. You did, of course. The day will come when the Arishok sends us here. On that day, I will not look to find you on the battlefield. In time. There is no point in dwelling on it. We should move on. Speak, then. Then I suggest we move on. As you wish.
Is that for me?
Oh, marvelous.
Ooh, shiny.
Oh, how dear of...
Unexpected. Thank you.
It speaks. It doesn't have on the...
"'Tis cold in my tent, all alone." "So you shall come to my tent? But whatever shall we do in that tiny little space together while we wait for it to warm?" "Tawdry! What an odd thing to say. Have it your way then and sleep on your own.